Sophia stands frozen in the pouring rain as two men in black suits step out of the luxury car. Without a word, they escort Ethan into the vehicle. The car disappears into the darkness. Sophia's heart sinks. She believes she has lost him forever. That night, Sophia walks into her father's private office for the first time in years. The powerful Don Moretti sits silently beside the fireplace. Without fear, Sophia looks directly into his eyes. With tears rolling down her face, she says, "You built an empire to protect this family. But what kind of family survives if it destroys the happiness of its own daughter?" The room falls silent. For the first time, the feared Mafia leader says nothing. Meanwhile, Ethan is taken to an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city. He expects punishment. Instead, Don Moretti enters alone. He slowly places an old photograph on the table. It shows a young mechanic standing beside a beautiful woman. "My father," Ethan whispers. Don Moretti nods. 30 years ago, your father saved my life. I owed him a debt I could never repay." Ethan looks up in shock. The Don continues, "When I discovered you were his son, I did not see a poor mechanic. I saw the son of the man who once protected me." The next morning, the Grand Moretti estate prepares for what everyone believes is another business meeting. Hundreds of guests gather. Luxury cars line the entrance. Reporters wait outside. Sophia arrives, expecting another arranged marriage announcement. Instead, the massive palace doors slowly open. Standing at the end of the royal staircase is Ethan, dressed in a perfectly tailored black suit, smiling. Sophia can hardly believe her eyes. Don Moretti walks toward the crowd. His voice echoes through the mansion. "Money builds empires. Power earns respect. But character..." He pauses. "Character is priceless." He turns toward Ethan. "Today, I repay a debt that has waited 30 years. The Don gently places Sophia's hand into Ethan's. The guests stand in stunned silence. Then, the first applause begins. Within seconds, the entire hall erupts in cheers. Months later, the old neighborhood garage has become a modern automotive company funded by the Moretti family. But Ethan still spends his mornings repairing cars with his own hands. Sophia often surprises him with coffee, laughing as grease ends up on her expensive clothes. For the first time in her life, she feels richer than any fortune could ever make her. True wealth is not measured by the family you are born into. It is measured by the people who choose to stand beside you when everything is at stake. The camera rises above the city as Ethan and Sophia stand hand in hand outside the garage where they first met. The rain has stopped. A brilliant rainbow stretches across the sky. The garage sign now reads, "Sophia and Ethan Motors." The two smile at one another. Ethan softly says, "The best thing I ever repaired was the path that brought you to me." Sophia laughs through happy tears and hugs him tightly as the camera pulls back into a breathtaking aerial shot of the city at sunset. Love does not ask where you come from. It asks who you are willing to become.